Hi, I'm Pamela Bishop and I'm Chief Marketing Officer at Bloom's the Chemist. Bloom's is a retail pharmacy group with over 100 stores across Australia. Our pharmacies offer health and wellness products as well as pharmacy services and professional advice. We are thrilled to be sponsoring the Game Changers Gathering. We are developing our CSR strategy and we're working with Anna on this. We love what Bambuda Group is all about and I'm sure today is going to be a really great event. I'm sorry that I can't be there in person. I live on the Gold Coast and the Queensland border remains closed to Sydney. I'm representing Bloom's the Chemist today as a speaker and I'll be telling you a bit about our plans. But Anna did ask me to first share a bit of my story and talk about why I think kindness in business and leadership is so important. My story starts back in Ireland with my parents. Both my parents were really kind, caring and generous people. I believe they instilled in me, first of all, a really strong work ethic, and secondly, to be kind. Just be a good human. Both my parents worked very hard and both their jobs required a lot of kindness. My mother worked as a carer looking after young men with disabilities, and my father was a psychiatric nurse caring for people with mental health issues. I have two siblings and all three of us were regularly exposed to our parents' work. It wasn't just a job for them. For example, it was not unusual for my mother to have one of the boys she cared for come join our family for Sunday lunch in our home. She cared deeply for the boys she looked after. So my siblings and I grew up seeing that, and we understood the need to show respect to people with disabilities or mental health issues. Equality is still a topic that is very important to me today. When I finished school, I was accepted into uni for a social studies degree, but for a number of reasons, I didn't go for it. Looking back, I think I really just wasn't sure what I wanted to do with my life. I started working part-time in a pharmacy when I was 15 years old, and I moved to full-time when I finished school. I went on to work in different roles and areas of the pharmacy business. I really enjoyed working in the health space and helping people. I got some good experience and then decided to go and see a bit of the world. So I set off and I did a bit of travel before arriving here in Australia. I landed my first job within a week of arriving in Sydney with Bloom's the Chemist. I'm now an Australian citizen. I've been married for almost 4 years to an Aussie, and we have an 18-month-old little boy who is full on and keeps us on our toes, but he is the best thing ever. I've been living here over 14 years now, and the time has just flown by. I love Australia. I love the lifestyle here, the weather, of course, and the people. So I absolutely love Australia. But of course I miss home. All my family are back in Ireland. That can be hard at times. And this year has been particularly hard. Not knowing when I will see them again. We did have a trip planned for this year, which I was so looking forward to. My mom passed away suddenly last year, and both my dad and my brother have not actually met my son yet. So I was really craving some quality time with the family. But COVID happened. So we had to cancel the trip, and I actually missed my brother's wedding. So that was hard. But I'm hanging in there and I'm really looking forward to when travel opens up again so I can head back and see them all. I mention that because I think it relates to the topic at hand, kindness. So why do I think kindness is so important right now? 2020 has been a really tough year for so many people. Terrible things have happened on a mass global scale. The number of lives lost, jobs lost, families kept apart. A virus crept across the globe and literally shut down the way we lived our lives. Everyone's plans went on hold. Everyone has been impacted. And because of all of this, people have slowed down, stayed at home, and had time to reflect on what really matters to them. There has been a heightened level of care shown for one another. People are more conscious and aware of what others might be going through. People are checking in on each other more, picking up the phone more. Despite everything this year has thrown at us, there is more kindness. I love the pharmacy industry. It's a fantastic industry to be part of. I've been on the corporate side for over 10 years now. I've worked across retail operations, merchandise, marketing, communications, strategy, and most recently, CSR. I am not an expert like the other people you're going to hear from today. I'm very new to this, but I am committed. And this is my focus for the next few years. I want to learn as much as I can about responsible business and then apply my learnings to do my bit and hopefully make a difference. I hope up to this point, with a little bit of vulnerability, I've given you a sense of who I am. I've been with Bloom's the Chemist for over 14 years, and there's a reason I've been here so long. It's a great company. I love my job. I get to work with talented, amazing people every day. Pharmacy is all about health and demonstrating care and compassion. Our pharmacy teams have meaningful relationships with their customers, and at Blooms the Chemist, we're all about community, putting people first in everything we do, and we give back as a business. In 2016, we launched a partnership with Make-A-Wish Australia. We are now just over 4 years on, and we are so close to reaching our $1 million milestone for donations. In 2017, we founded the James Marcus Community Service Programme. We have had partnerships with House with No Steps, Bulls WA, Active Breed, the Gidget Foundation, while also supporting countless charity and community initiatives across Australia at a local level. Earlier this calendar year, our business made a significant donation to the bushfire appeal. But of course, CSR is a lot broader than charitable initiatives and community engagement. Society is demanding more from businesses. Organisations need to take action on a broad range of issues. Blooms the Chemist is willing to lean in and do its bit. Issues like modern slavery are really important, and we're committed to tackling this as a business. Developing our CSR programme is one of our key strategic goals at Blooms the Chemist for the next 2 years. And that's part of our ongoing commitment to do what we can to be a good corporate citizen. The work I'm most proud of is the work that influences change, inspires, and leaves a positive impact. I was recently heavily involved in a project that ticked all those boxes, and this project was the most rewarding experience of my entire career. Back in 2018, I was in Zambia with our CEO, Phil. We were there to prepare for a conference that Blooms the Chemist would be holding, and we got the opportunity to visit a health clinic while we were there. This was a small hospital in a town called Simonga. The conditions were pretty shocking. Babies were being born in the same area where patients with HIV were being treated, so there was a huge risk of cross-contamination. When we saw the facilities and the condition it was in, we had to do something. So, long story short, Blooms funded the building of a maternity ward and a women's shelter there. This work was completed last year, just before our conference. It doubled the size of the hospital and it moved babies away from the HIV clinic. Before, women were walking up to 11 kilometres in labour to get to the hospital to deliver their babies. Now, I remember what I was like in labour, and I wasn't walking anywhere, let me tell you. These women are incredible. As if walking 11 kilometres in labour wasn't enough, there's also massive risks with wildlife there because wild elephants roam through the area and have been known to trample people. It's mind-boggling for us here in Australia, but that's reality for those women. So the women's shelter we've built alone makes such a difference because it allows women to get there early and rest right next to the maternity ward until they go into labour. This was a piece of work I really loved being part of, and I'm very proud of. As much as Blooms the Chemist is part of the community here in Australia, we're also part of the global community, and we take that really seriously. So to be able to do something and give back to a community like Simonga was really important for us. And we knew it was something we should do because we could. To finish off, I'm going to show you a video about this project in Zambia. Before I do, I wanted to say once more, we are delighted to be sponsoring this conference. It's a really important event that gives us the opportunity to network and build connections with like-minded people and hear about businesses who are doing some great things. Days like today are just invaluable, so a big congratulations to Anna and the Bambuda team. I hope you all enjoy the day. Be sure to swing by the Blooms the Chemist stand during one of the breaks to meet the team. Thank you for your time. I'm now going to play this video, which hopefully will give you a sense of the sort of impact Blooms the Chemist hopes to create.
Field of medicine, it needs compassion, dedication, love, and kindness to the patients.
My name is Bevin Samachila Muaya. I'm the acting headman of this village. The Simonga village, it was founded in 1958 by my great-great-grandfather. Some of them, they are helpers. We've got bricklayers, we've got carpenters, we've got blacksmiths, and we've got a lot of them, they work in the farms. Because it's a small clinic, so it's not a big one. We don't have a doctor, we've got only nurses. Melody, she comes from the city now, she's become a villager like us. The challenges she has, because she's just alone, so she's always there in the night as well. Sometimes when she goes to sleep, then you find that a patient will knock at the door again. Oh, we've got a patient here. Again, she has to wake up. There's nothing she could do. She's a very good woman. She's a very good woman, yes. People, they love her very, very, very much, yes.
With me here, I do everything. Monitor the babies, deliver the woman, monitor the woman, even screening of other patients, I do. This is our delivery room. As you can see, it's small, but we manage to deliver women. Women, they deliver from here, then they are put to rest in our postnatal ward. The woman will be observed for the first 6 hours. If at all there is no complication, all is well with the baby and the woman, then the woman will be allowed home due to our inadequate space. At times, I do deliver 2 mothers at a time, but roughly in a month, I can go up to 15. Early marriages are common in here. There is a lot of early marriages with early pregnancies. So that's the area where we focus most for education. I have had pregnant girls from the age of 15. So that's a tender age. They're supposed to be in school.
From 2006, I've been a volunteer with Butterfly Tree. Smonga community is in Livingstone district. We found that the clinic has no proper maternity wing, and also it hasn't got a mother's shelter. So that's how Bloom came into play. And we are so grateful when we heard that they can be able to help Simonga with the maternity wing and the mother's shelter.
We are very fortunate that we live the environment that we live in. But there are people that are living in communities where I think the vast majority of people would see and we would be heartbroken.
The new clinic is very important because our labor ward is just too small. The women's shelter is really needed. We have our furthest zone about 11 km from here. Yeah. So for those who are almost due, they will be near us for monitoring, and that will reduce complications to our mothers. At times, they even deliver from home due to lack of transport. They also have that fear. If they start off maybe from home to here, accidentally they meet the elephants. It's dangerous.
And where we see an opportunity to help, where I see an opportunity to help those communities and those people, I couldn't sleep at night without having a crack. Without having a go at helping them, I couldn't sleep. You know, when I think of those women walking miles from their villages in labour,
it's going to be a good thing, a very good thing. But right now they don't have any place where they can stay if they're coming from far, flung of 15, 20 kilometers away.
How it makes me feel, I really feel great and very eager to have that clinic done as soon as possible, because mothers out there, they are suffering. I used to envy the midwives in the delivery room. Yeah, when they deliver, a baby comes out, cries, then they shout, "Oh, we are happy. We've brought another life to this world." Delivering, bringing life to this world, I feel great.
This is the official handover from Blooms to the doctor and all the wonderful people. Thanks a lot. We can't be more proud. Thanks so much.